We are here with Dee Chilton, who's going to tell us a little bit. She is not in Twisted50, but she's in Evil Little Sister, which is the next one that's being currently made. So can you tell us a little bit about Evil Little Sister and how you got involved in it?
Well, we all submitted to Twisted50, the Volume 1, and the organisers realised that there were some stories that sat slightly outside of Twisted, in that they're a little bit different.
Really twisted.
They're horrific, not necessarily horror, and they're such excellent stories that I'm not saying that about my own, of course.
Well, clearly it is.
But they decided to do a sister publication, so they called it Twisted's Evil Little Sister, which is there are some amazing stories, amazing writers.
How many in that one?
I believe it's about 35, and because we're still waiting for the book to turn up. But also some of us were selected to also be in the audiobook of Twisted50 as a bonus edition, and to be involved in the whole process has been absolutely invaluable to all of us writers, to feedback on other people's work and to get feedback from other people on your own work, to see it with fresh eyes.
Was that scary?
Yes, and one of them, the audiobook in particular, is to have professional narrators tell your own story back to you and to hear it, not just read it, and that was just an incredible, eye-opening, very emotional experience actually, because it actually brings to life, really brings to life your characters.
And did they do it justice? I mean, it looks obviously from what you...
More than that. I mean, it is above and beyond what you would expect.
It's such a responsibility, isn't it, for them and for you to give your baby away, essentially, like go, so take it and do, make something.
And as writers of novels or screenplays, it's all about collaboration and teamwork, and all of us working together to create the best that we can be and that everyone can be. And some stories maybe didn't make the book, or the film version of the Create 50 Impact, the other initiative that's going on. They're all on the same sort of website. It doesn't mean that they're bad or there's anything wrong with them. It's just they can't all be winners, but they are all winners for having even taken part. And I read so many amazing stories, and every single writer that took part is a winner. Without a shadow of a doubt, it is just an amazing experience. And
there's just such a sense of community with all of you. Like, it is, you feel it when you walk in the room. It really is like you're all supporting each other, you're all helping each other, lifting each other, and helping each other improve. It's really lovely to see.
And there is Twisted52 coming out soon, and there's a Singularity for another project, and the film, and it's just, I would just encourage anyone who wants to even just try it for the first time to have a go, or anyone who doesn't like horror or science fiction. Give it a chance, because you never know. I used to say I hate horror, but I had a go and I just really enjoyed it.
Well, tell us a bit about your particular story. What was it called and what inspired it?
It's called She Will Never Die, and I can't tell you what it's about because it'll give the twist away. But
what inspired it then?
My own personal life story, I guess, because I was in the Navy, and so it's based in that environment, and some real, because the heart of every story is about emotion and trying to translate that and to communicate that to other people. And the feedback that I got from the people that read it for me and was they really related to the story, and that's really what all of us are about. It's about emotional impact
and connection,
and even horror. The basis of horror or any story is you can put yourself in the position of that character or that story or that situation and go, what would I have done? And does it impact that person? Do they get it? And yeah.
Out of interest, With the feedback that you got from the other screenwriters or the other writers and authors involved, did it change anything for you? Did it take it in another direction, or did you have a very clear vision that sort of stayed?
I think we have to. Every piece of feedback I ever got was useful, even if it's I really hate this or I really love this. Everybody's feedback feeds in, and sometimes people don't get what you can see yourself. They don't get it, and you're like, I need to. Sometimes it's just one word, and a few times with my stories that was. It's the wrong word, and I couldn't see that. You can't see your own work with fresh eyes, so it's
too close to it.
And you think it's there. You think, but I said that. No, you didn't. You didn't, because if they don't get it, then you're not doing it justice. And particularly with the audiobook, when you hear it, you go, now you say, yes, that one word makes a difference. And so, and it's all a learning curve, and it's all an experience that feeds into all your other work. And you think, all right, wait a minute, maybe I need to think about the language I use, or the emotional language I use, or the image I'm trying to create. Does that come across to a reader or a viewer or your audience, whatever your audience is? So,
and would you like to make this story into a film?
My particular film wouldn't translate to my particular story wouldn't translate to film, and I can't tell you why. Because
I need to go and read it now. We all need to read it.
But fortunately, I'm part of the Create 50 Impact project. One of my films is one of the stories on the list to be made.
Do you have a name for that one?
Yes, well, it's called Music to Die For.
Great title.
One where already I'm going to make a version, but anyone can make a version of any of the films that are on the list of winners. But also, if they make a winner, they can make any of the films, of which there were 2,179 amazing scripts. And so anyone who wants to have a go.
Are these all online, all of these scripts?
They're all on the Create 50 site. And for actors, in fact.
Anyone out there, fan carpet viewers as well, if you want to make one of these films, go out there and do it.
Actors, I need some work for my show reel. There are some amazing scripts out there that, hey, if they don't get into the final film, they've still got a use, they've still got an audience, they've still got emotional impact. There are 2,179, I think it is, scripts out there and writers that will, I'm sure, be happy to collaborate and adjust to whatever requirement. I mean, many of them will work as standalone little films, and it's part of your CV as an actor, a writer, a filmmaker, a director, a sound man, a cameraman, woman, or anyone like that. Is they're there, and quite often I hear from networking events, filmmakers say, I can't find any scripts. Hey, there are some amazing scripts out there. This is about collaboration to help us all move on, and so they're there, and let's do this, because no one's going to do it for us. We have to do it for ourselves, and it's all part of this whole thing. Is all about collaboration. The creative industries exist on people collaborating to create the best thing for everyone. It's not about us as individuals. It's about us as a team. So.
Yeah, and we can all help each other tell our stories, so that's so important. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you again this evening, and I just want to end on one final note that I'm asking everyone. What's your favourite horror film?
Favourite horror film? I guess most people would say it isn't a horror, but it is classed as horror. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, yeah, I think it's pretty horrific.
Male protagonist in a male environment is my brand as well, in an action thriller, but it's also classed as horror. Because, not all horror is about blood and guts and gore.
It's a psychological thriller.
It's about character. And, what would you have done in that situation? And so,
That's a really interesting one, actually. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and I think it's been a huge success, and we look forward to seeing you in Twisted Evil Little Sister. Yeah, watch the space. But thank you so much, Dee. It's been a real pleasure.
Lovely to meet you, and thank you.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.